I was kind of hoping it was going to make a noise. Hello everybody, it's Katie here. So on the 13th of June it was my birthday, and as you can tell by my tiara, I turned the big 3-0. Naturally I have been quite anxious about turning 30, you know, because society makes women feel like they've practically expired by the age of 25. So by 30 you're basically bone dust, so it is natural to be a little bit fearful of being in the 30 bracket. Not being able to describe myself as a 20-something anymore does hurt. Just a little bit. And of course now I'm being treated like I have to go into social media retirement. But you know, I am trying to not give a shit because age is just a number. I feel no different now to what I did when I was like 25. I mean, it also doesn't help that I feel like somebody's pressed the pause button on my life for the past couple of years because of everything that I've been through. It feels like I have stayed the same person I was in 2020, but just with added trauma. So yeah, 30 wasn't this big, scary, terrifying thing that I thought it was gonna be. It was just another day. I am 30, but I'm not flirty or thriving, so I was lied to by Jennifer Garner. So I don't usually do book haul videos, mostly because I don't get big hauls of books to do such videos with. But with it being a big birthday, I went on a shopping trip, bought myself some books, so I thought I would share them with you because undoubtedly I will be talking about them at some point in the future, hopefully, if they're good. But I will start with the books that I was gifted. My friend Jasmine is a bookseller, always supplies me with the best books for my birthday. The first one being Shara Wheeler. She pre-ordered this for me as an early birthday present because it came out in May, and it is the Waterstones edition with the beautiful edges, and it's signed. So I have already finished this one and I absolutely adored it like I expected to. So a wonderful gift. She also got me a copy of Howl's Moving Castle because my copy is very old and very battered, and I adore this book, so I really wanted to reread it this year, but I didn't really want to read my copy of it. So I finally have the modern edition that they released after the film. I absolutely love the design for this cover as well. So my family don't really buy me books unless I specifically request certain ones. They'd rather just give me vouchers to go and buy the books myself. So that is exactly what I did after my birthday. I took a trip to Manchester so that I could go to the independent shops there. There were quite a few books that I really wanted to read coming out in June anyway, so I went to go pick them up. My two favourite bookshops in Manchester are Queer Lit and the Gay Pride bookshop, and they often get in the American books that I can't just go into Waterstones and find. And the first one is If You Change Your Mind by Robbie Webber. As you can probably guess by the title, it is a Mamma Mia-esque type vibe for this book, and the cover art is absolutely gorgeous, so as soon as I read about this one I knew I wanted to pick it up. And another book that I really wanted to pick up was Cafe con Leche by Emery Lee. I saw the cover for this last year and I absolutely fell in love with it because I do judge a book by its cover. I am an art appreciator. If you have a cover that looks like this, I'm going to want to read it. Aside from the cover, the book itself does sound absolutely adorable as well. So I'm glad I was able to find a copy of this and I can't wait to delve into it. Hopefully it lives up to my expectations. The next book I picked up is So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. Again, this is one that tempted me because of the cover art. How can you not look at the art for this and just completely fall in love with it? It's just such a gorgeous book. There's more characters on the back as well. This is one of the prettiest books I've ever seen. I did want to read In Deeper Waters by the author as well, but I haven't got around to that yet. But my sister read it and absolutely adored it, so I'm going to trust her bookish opinions. It tempted me so much that I've already started it. I'm like 46 pages in at the moment and I love it already. So the next book I got is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. The reason I picked this one up is because I saw somebody on Reddit ask for book recommendations that had characters who were similar to Howl. Speaking of Howl's Moving Castle, and somebody recommended this. So as somebody who is a Howl enjoyer, the next time I saw this in the bookshop, I decided to pick it up. So I'm excited to meet said character who was supposed to be like Howl. It's also been a while since I've read a good high fantasy book because I seem to be reading a lot of contemporary lately, so I'm hoping this will get me back into fantasy. So the next book I got is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is still one of my favourite books of all time. I just think it's a god tier story. And this year I finally got to read Daisy Jones and the Six, and I really enjoyed that as well. So I saw that Malibu Rising is based on the daughter of a character that appears in both of the stories. So it definitely intrigued me, and I thought I'd pick it up and give it a go, considering the two Taylor books I've read I've enjoyed. So I'm hoping this will keep up the high expectations I have. And the final book is Solitaire by Alice Oseman. I do already own this book, obviously, but my copy was the original copy that was published in the UK. It was published before the redesign of Alice's books, so Solitaire has been the only one I didn't have a modern copy of. I reread Solitaire after Heartstopper was released, and I loved it even more the second time around, so I just thought I deserved to treat myself to this nice aesthetic copy. It does look so much better on my shelf now. So yeah, so they are the books that I treated myself to for my birthday. There were a couple of others that I wanted to get but I couldn't get hold of, so I'm going to hopefully order them online soon. But yeah, I'm really excited for all of those books. So before I go, I also had an extra little birthday surprise happen. I entered a Pride Month giveaway that was hosted by Team Bookmark from Hatchet Books, and I actually won, which is just incredible because I never win anything. So I was absolutely thrilled. And the box arrived yesterday. Look at how gorgeous this box is. It's so pretty. I'm gonna use this for storage. So I just thought I would show you what I got with this giveaway. So what they did is they sent out 2 books from their list of Pride books. One of the ones that I got is All That's Left in the World by Eric J. Brown. My sister's read this one and absolutely adored it, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. So I'm super excited that I have a copy and I can't wait to give it a try. And the other book that I got is Only on the Weekends by Dean Atta. I actually had this one on my TBR anyway, and I was going to pick up a copy. So when I saw it in the box, I got super excited. I cannot wait to start reading this. Also in the box, I got a couple of the Heartstopper postcards with characters on the back, a little Pride postcard, a postcard for Honey and Issue as well with the little Pride message on the back, a little poster for Afterlove by Tanya Byrne, which I'm so happy about because I'm always looking for new bookish posters to put on my wall because I've had the same things for years. I rearranged the wall not long ago and I realised I had like nothing new to put up. So yeah, I'm excited to add this to the wall. I also got a couple of little chocolates, some pucker tea. I am very typically British and absolutely adore tea. And as I've mentioned before, I have a serious insomnia issue. This is one of the sleepy teas that I actually use, so I'm very happy that this was included. And I also got this adorable little Pride pin that says "Love is love." And I love pins, so this will be going on my jacket immediately. So yeah, it was such a nice surprise to actually win that giveaway. It's a good job I'm wrapping the video up now because this tiara is starting to hurt quite a bit. So yeah, it was a weird birthday this year. I think turning such a milestone age, not having one of my parents there was quite difficult. So I wasn't really in the mood to celebrate it. But I got through it, I had a lovely day, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this year brings. Hoping that my 30s will be better than my 20s. The bar is very low, so, you know, there's a lot of potential. I know I do get people questioning why my channel goes by the Queen of Teen Fiction, especially now that I am a 30-year-old adult, but it's been my brand since I was 18. Since I first joined the book community and started my blog, and I've just never really felt the need to change it, especially because the main thing that I aim to do with my platform is to introduce young people to books that are going to be important to them, because books were such a massive help to me in my teens and in my young adulthood. They still are today and always will be, but I didn't really have anything like this to introduce me to the books that I needed to be reading when I was younger. All I had was my school library, which wasn't very helpful. So yeah, despite the fact that I am a full-grown adult, apparently, my brand isn't going to change. It's still going to be the Queen of Teen Fiction, because even though I read and enjoy books that are aimed at all ages, YA is where my heart belongs. So yeah, getting older isn't going to change that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!